Now then, Bridtown TV, please watch, like, subscribe and share the clip. We're joined by the gaffer Aidy Costello after a 2-2 draw on the road to Long Eaton. What are your thoughts on that?
When we were travelling down, Ben, we would have taken a point today.
Yeah.
We would have taken a point because this is a team that's won 7 straight games, so we'd have taken a point, and we're happy with the point. I think the boys were a little bit disappointed in the fact that we were 2-0 up at half time and the game's ended 2-2, so they feel a little bit disappointed in the fact that we were winning and ultimately we've come away with only a point. But with Lincoln losing and Grantham losing, that point could be massive, and and it keeps us in the in that frame of mind of not losing. That's the key thing, not losing. And I thought, I'll take a point. I'll take a point. It was a good point. It was a well-earned point. The boys did well today. We're missing a few. Dicko's injured and so is Eddie. But I think the lads that stepped up today performed admirably. I thought they played very well.
Talking of players stepping up, Tom Algar making his first start in the midfield. First of all, how do you think he did? And second of all, how was Eddie?
Eddie's a little bit of a groin injury. It's not massive. It's not going to keep him out for long. He's in with Josh. He's doing the right things. He's got a rehabilitation program off Josh, the physio. So Eddie, maybe Tuesday.
Right.
If not Tuesday, we're looking for Saturday.
Okay.
But Tom was superb, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was his energy levels. He was ratting away. He's not shy of a tackle. I thought Tom was incredible. I thought he was.
First half, obviously 2-0 up. What do you think was the difference between the two teams in that first half?
We hit them on the break, mate. That was not a 2-0 game. No. 2-0 first half. Let's be fair. I mean, 75% of the time the ball was in our half, and the 25% at the other end we go score 2 goals. But let's not take anything away from the fact we talked at length before the game about how they would play. And in that first half, they never deviated from what we expected. So we knew we had to hit them on the break. And both goals came from out wide. And we actually said, keep the ball away from 5 and 6 and play out wide. And we did. And we scored 2 goals that way. And I thought, fair play. We deserved to be 2-0 up because we didn't concede and we took our chances. So, but it wasn't a 2-0 game. We weren't miles and miles ahead of them. I thought, it could have been 0-0, it could have been 1-1. It was just one of those games, mate, that we took our chances and they didn't.
As I said, do you think it was just a clinicality because they had some quite big chances really in the first half, and they were probably our only 2 that we had?
Yeah, we maybe had one more. Jake had a shot, didn't he? So we probably we probably converted 2 of our 3 chances in that half, and they had that many. That, to be fair, didn't trouble the goalkeeper.
Yeah. How crucial do you think it was getting a goal after 4 minutes early on?
We said they'd come at us. We knew they'd come at us. We expected, for us or them.
For us, the first 4 minutes were broadly.
The second half was after 4.
Yeah.
So 4 minutes, very crucial. I don't think we played our best football today, but I don't think the team that we played against allowed us to do that. That's not our game. But they didn't want us to play in our way, and we had to adapt. So to score early on settled us down, and and then to score again, not too long after. I think all we wanted to do then was get into half time to have a word with them and sort the shape out again. But and then they came at us in the second half and they scored. So
right, now we'll go on to their goal. What were your thoughts on the penalty?
There's a penalty.
Yeah.
Very clever. A clever player. He's holding Ali's shirt, so Ali's holding his. He lets go of Ali's shirt and he falls over. And what's the referee see? Ali holding his shirt. So he's very clever, but it's a penalty all day long. Sometimes you've just got to stand up and in those areas don't make contact with the player. If he's holding your shirt, let him hold your shirt. Just don't hold his. Yeah.
And on to a rearranged game on Tuesday night back at Queensgate against Cleethorpes. What were our thoughts going into that?
What's my thoughts? It's always hard, that question. I'm just trying to get this one out of my head. But again, much of the same. The boys are performing. What is it? We've lost 1 in 8 or something. I don't know. We're unbeaten in whatever. I don't know. So ultimately, it's just much of the same. It's that guts and determination that gets us through. I think sometimes we may not play the prettiest football or whatever, but we do work really hard for each other, and and that's pretty much the same as we'll do on Tuesday night against Cleveland.
Yeah, we've got a busy schedule coming up. We've got Tuesday night, then away to Pontefract on Saturday, then the Senior Cup, then Dunstan at home on the Saturday. How important is it to use the full squad throughout that to get us through it?
We're going to have to. I mean, we're going to have to. We're going to have to rotate the players around and you know, see where we are. Hopefully, Dicko will be back by, if not Tuesday, Saturday. You know, so you know, until then, we've just got to get through with what we've got. And again, yes, you want to rotate the squad, but on the same token, you're thinking to yourself, we're not getting beat, Ben. And until somebody falls down and gets injured, or actually turns around to me and says, you know, I can't play.
Yeah.
You don't want to change anything.
Yeah, well, it was unchanged, wasn't it? Other than the 2 injuries that were in force, the other everything else was unchanged.
George, you've got young Macca and you've got Nick on the bench. When actually, you know, you're sticking with Ali and Broads because they had such a great game against Stockton and Broads when he came on against Brighouse was superb. So you've got to stick. You know, at times you actually got to turn around and say these boys are getting us points, and points is everything at this moment in time. So you know, if those boys are getting you points, stay in the team.
Well, thanks for talking to us, Aidy, and please make sure you get yourself down to Queensgate if you can. Obviously, we're on a good run of form, and the boys always appreciate you backing.
Lots of noise on a Tuesday. That's what we want.
Thank you very much.
Lots of noise on a Tuesday.
Cheers.
Thanks, mate.